This is called Vinyl Vac. And this is designed to be used in conjunction with your wet vac machine. Never use this with a regular paper bag kind of vacuum cleaner. If you've got a shop vac, that's what you want to use this with. And we're going to bring a shop vac in here and show you how this works in a minute. All right, we're going to show you now how to use the Vinyl Vac. So this is the Vinyl Vac. It's $30. I mean, this has got to be the least expensive vacuum system that you can buy, assuming that you have a shop vac. You need a shop vac. And assuming it's got a relatively small nozzle like this, okay? If you don't have a shop vac, I guess a shop vac is about $100, I guess. And then you're adding this for $30, it's less of a deal for you. The other thing that's you have to really be careful with is stressing the bearing of your turntable. I'm not comfortable with putting a lot of pressure on your platter, on your bearing, and so I recommend either building a Lazy Susan of some kind or going to a garage sale or a thrift shop and buying the cheapest turntable you can find, $10, $20. I have an Ion here that someone gave me that I'll bequeath to somebody, but right now that's what I'm going to use. I would not use this on my good turntable because you can torque the bearing. I don't think it's worth it. The guy that makes the Vinyl Vac may disagree, but I don't think you should. So the Vinyl Vac is this tube here that's got a slit in it, and it's got velvet lips. And there are inserts you can put in here to change the amount of vacuum that is seen by the lips. So I've got a modest amount of suction now. I put one of these things in here. I'll show it to you. That's it. You can take it out completely and get a lot of suction, or put this one in, and there's also one more in addition to this. So it's your choice. And I haven't tried this thing yet, so I don't really know. Oh, I just dropped it. Okay, we'll edit this. Where did it go? Okay, we're back. I found the insert. So it's not, yeah, it's okay. Now the first thing you do is put a little, they give you an O-ring, you put it on the end here to make sure you get a good connection here. If your shop vac has the large sized hose, you're out of luck, but this one should work fine. Now, what fluid do you use? So I brought two fluids here to show you. There's so many different fluids. This is the Mint LP solution from Hong Kong. This is non-alcoholic, and I understand why you wouldn't want to use alcohol. Some people think it's okay. Once you get it off the record, it doesn't matter. Alcohol dries out the plasticizers in the vinyl. So if you're going to use alcohol, make sure to get all the alcohol, all the fluid off the record. And you might want to do a second vacuuming with just plain distilled or reverse osmosis water if you just want to be safe. But we're going to use the Mint. I also have, this is TM7XH. This bottle is from 1982, and this chemical that's used in here is not doesn't age, it doesn't date, so this is still good. And this is being manufactured. This was invented by a chemist named Toshigikawa, and it was considered to be the best fluid you could buy in the 80s, and I still think it's one of the best. And it is available once again, so it's TM7XH. They may have changed the name to TM8, but you can find it online, and I recommend it. It's a big bottle, so I'm not going to use it just for the purposes of this. I'm going to use the Mint. And so start with your dirty surface on the platter and put your dirty record on the platter. And you know, the way I'm doing this, holding this in my hand and everything, is obviously it's not going to be, it'll be less than, don't get mad at me for not doing it extremely carefully, okay? Because I'm doing this for the sake of this video, and in a space that's not conducive to me doing a lot of stuff, okay? So don't do it this way at home, all right? So I put the record on here. I just banged it against this. You saw that. Too bad. Deal with the fact that I'm doing this as a demo, okay? They give you a felt piece to go around the spindle. Put the record on there. I'm going to use a brush like this. It's also good on your teeth. And we're going to spin this by hand. All right, I'm not going to do this. So I'm going to put this down actually for this particular minute. You might want to have a better applicator. I'm just doing this for the sake of the demo, okay? And then we're going to spin it. We're going to spin it by hand and make sure we get a good amount of fluid on there. This is another reason not to do it on your turntable. You may be a little bit more careful than I am in the real world as opposed to the video world. Still, I don't like applying torque to the bearing, and I really don't like having liquids in contact with your turntable. It's not a good idea. So make a Lazy Susan or get a cheap turntable. Okay? Okay. Now, and you might want to have a place to put your brush so it doesn't get soiled. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on here. There's a hole there, conveniently, for this. I'm going to turn on the vacuum. Let's see how loud it gets. Not too bad. You got to try to apply the pressure evenly. And based on this, I think what I would do is take the little piece out, because it's not really sucking it up as I would like. There's a skill set involved in this because you have to hold the pressure just at the right amount. It's starting to dry. But you know what? I'm going to stop and I'm going to take the little insert out because I think I need the full pressure. Definitely, if you're going to get one of these, start with a record you really don't care about so you can experiment till you really get the hang of this. So 1 second. This was the insert. I don't think we need it. Okay, let's do it again. Much better. Okay, and let's see what we got. We have, it's a clean record. Now, sometimes in these videos people say, play the record, let us hear it. I'm not going to play the record and let you hear it. Okay, there's too much work involved in that. I got to go and record it and then put the file up, and I'm not going to do that for this. My pay scale's not high enough for that. It looks very clean. The other side is still dirty, has fingerprints on it. So I didn't pick a filthy record. I picked a relatively dirty record. So the fluid was on it. This dried it. So, this is pretty good. Assuming you have a Lazy Susan or a cheap turntable you can use, don't use your regular turntable. That's for $30 and you want to vacuum a record, this is probably it. It's not the most convenient thing, and it's kind of kludgy, but it works. And he actually gives you extra velvet lips when these get clogged up. And what you should do after cleaning a bunch of records is clean this. Get like a little nylon brush, not the brush you use to clean the records. Get another nylon brush and clean the schmutz off of this, because it'll get schmutzy after a while. All right, so that is the Vinyl Vac, and I'm surprised that Ron Popeil didn't think of it, but he didn't. Some other guy thought of it. It's $30. I've seen it on Amazon, and that's it.